Good evening, Geekdom. How are you? It is I, the artisan MC. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Master will get very angry with me. What's going on, y'all? For this afternoon Geek Speak. Top of the evening if you're in the UK. My boy Eon let me know that it's probably 1 in the morning there. Probably 1 in the morning there. So thank you if you're listening to me in the UK. AMC in the building, that is true. And yes, I'm listening. Like the stream as you come in. Don't be a hater. Like the video. That part is free. As free as your hate. So this is going to be an interesting week, but I'm going to try to push that out of my mind and focus on the important geek stuff that y'all care about, which is this Mandalorian finale tonight. Yeah, Aquatech, you had to go with the Igor. I'm thinking of Renfield. I didn't do the Renfield laugh. But it did flip into some Igor. What up, Aaron Peterson? Talk about Aaron Peters saying what's good. What's good is this? So, had an interesting conversation today with one of my geek affiliates, vendors, Steven. We were talking about some Mandalorian stuff. And it made me laugh because I was ahead of him in episodes. And we see each other every like 2 weeks or so, catch up while we working. And he told me, yeah, man, I got to that episode of Mandalorian you told me about. And I said, oh, yeah, the Pershing episode? He was like, yeah, I was bored as shit. I just laughed my ass off. He said he was so bored watching that episode with Dr. Pershing. He's like, he's thinking, what the hell is this? He's like, what is this? It goes nowhere. It means nothing. It's like pointless, right? He was mad. He said he was so mad he got up and told his wife, like, don't watch this. Don't watch this episode. He said he was able to run down this whole season tour in 5 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, that's when you know it's bad. That's when you know it's kind of bad. 8 episodes, and you ran it all down in 5 minutes to her? Holy crap. That means it was terrible. Right? What's up, Nigel? Sorry, every time I see names like this, I want to say it in Jamaican. Because I know some Jamaican people like that. Nigel, Eon. I also work with some Irishmen, so Ian is one of the Irish dudes I know. It said, peace to my favorite wordsmith. Yes, thank you, Nigel. I appreciate that. Wordsmith used as a positive and not a negative. I had to use some of my word smithing skills in my actual vocabulary, and yeah, we're going to see how that shit goes tomorrow. Yeah, Aquateki, it was an empty calorie episode. It was about as empty as them fake fucking ice creams they were eating. Plasma pops or whatever they were having. Like, dude, it's not shit there. Why did you have to CG an ice cream? Can't you just stick an LED in it or something? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was about as empty as that. So, he is really disappointed with this season. He's disappointed with this season. And I was telling him, just like I told y'all, right? Just like I told you all, that you cannot tell me the same person who wrote season 1 and season 2 wrote this season. You can't tell me that. It doesn't seem to fit. I can believe they gave some bullet points out to people, but it doesn't feel like the same writer. It doesn't. Because I can't believe the same writer would stick Lizzo and Jack Black in anything. I can't believe that. I can't. That doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't make sense to have the Dr. Pershing episode. It doesn't make sense to have the robots' rights episode. None of that makes any sense. To say, oh yeah, this was the same people who did season 1 and season 2. Don't feel like it. I believe they gave bullet points. That's why you have bookend episodes where they tell you where the episode should start and you tell you where the episode should end, and all the crap in between there is empty calories. That's somebody making it up as they go. Like, well, we got these points. We just need to string this together, stretch out an episode, and then get to this finale part that he mentioned. That's what it seems like. It was just bullet points. And I already told you guys what was going on. Like, look, Johnny Dave got pulled off the Mandalorian multiple times to go help on the Acolyte and Skeleton Crew to help fix those scripts. So, what do you think was happening? Somebody else was at the helm. This was a writing room. This was not them. Bullet points, outlines, yes. Actual story sitting down, directed and doing an episode, absolutely not. Can't believe it. Can't believe it whatsoever. That just doesn't make sense. Doesn't fit. Like Ryan Coogler having very pro-male movies, and then all of a sudden Wakanda Forever comes out and it's pro-female and LGBT. I'm like, that is not Ryan Coogler. But it says he directed it. I don't care who they said directed it. That was not him. That was not him. No sirree. No sir. Can't prove you. You're gonna have to prove that to me. You're gonna have to come out and say that was the best thing he ever wrote. Yes, Nigel, and that's exactly why I say that, Nigel. There was so much cohesiveness in season 2. You cannot tell me the same person that wrote that season wrote this season. That seems about as disconnected as spaghetti in a plate. Yeah, it's all overlapping, but it ain't going the same place. You can't make me believe that. You can't. You summed it up right. No cohesion. And that was the point I hit on the first time I mentioned that. Is that season 2, it started at a point, it built to that crescendo of Luke Skywalker showing up. Every episode built on that. Every one. Half of this season, you didn't know what it was building to. Who it was building towards. You still don't know. Yeah, Moff Gideon showed up. What, in the last episode? The hell does that mean after 6? You didn't know where you were going. So, no sir. No sir. This is somebody else's doing. Gotta be. Gotta be. Look, even if you just take John out of the mix and throw Dave in there as doing the writing, was there more cohesion of storytelling in the Clone Wars than this? You tell me, because I didn't watch all the Clone Wars. But everybody raves about the Clone Wars in its storytelling. Okay. Does it seem like the person who wrote the Clone Wars wrote this season? Does it seem like that? Outside of some fan favorite characters showing up. Does it seem like the same person wrote it? Y'all tell me. In my book, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not even for what I've seen of the Clone Wars does it seem like that. Like, hell no. Who said that shit? Who said that? Ooh, who farted in this car? No. Yeah, Aquateki saying no. Doesn't seem like it. So who did? Couldn't tell you. But I know it wasn't those two dudes whose names on this. No, sir. Can't tell me that. So, conversation I was having with Steven was funny, and I was asking him, was he looking forward to this season finale? He forgot even about that. Oh, he said, oh yeah, it is season finale night, huh? He wasn't looking forward to that. What up, D Remedy? It didn't sound like he was looking forward to it. Didn't. I wasn't even looking forward to it. And I'm a fan. I told him, like, look, I'm going to watch it, but I just need to get it over with. I just need to get it over with. Because I don't know what the heck it's going to be. But I already told y'all, if I don't see a mythosaur showing up, I'm going to feel like, they was playing with me and didn't finish it off. Pretty much. That's what it's going to be. But if a mythosaur shows up, I expect Bo-Katan to be riding it. I don't expect Din Djarin to be riding. I expect Din to be standing in the back, hush mouth. This is the way. That's what I expect. Shit, maybe Grogu will ride it with Bo-Katan, waving the Darksaber. So they can take everything from Din except his Beskar armor. Which apparently, when I brought that up to Steven about that episode, about Mandalorians getting shot by blaster bolts with Beskar armor on, I said, look, this don't seem right. I thought that should be blaster proof. I said the same thing. I said, exactly. Everybody I've talked to said the same thing. It doesn't make sense that it was getting shot wearing Beskar. Doesn't make any sense. Like, no, it didn't, did it? What up, no one? The package man in the building. Got the package, and the remedy. Aquateki said, sounds like me forgetting the new Bad Batch episodes were airing. It sounds like me sitting here telling you I still ain't watched that season finale of the Bad Batch either. Because that season sucked. And the Bad Batch season finale is the last goddamn thing on my list to actually want to sit through. Last thing. Told y'all I was done. I told y'all I was done. When I watched that episode, I'm watching it for you. Just to do a review. I'm not watching it to be entertained or nothing like that. No, I am not. I'm watching that shit just to get it over with and just to review it for y'all. That's it. Other than that, there's no reason for me to watch that episode. I'm done with it. One second, you guys. Sorry. I had to respond to this message. All right, so yeah, Aquateki. Aquateki ain't shit. Look, somebody make a meme of that and put it up. Give Aquateki credit for it. Then standing there holding Bo-Katan's purse. Yep. Yep, holding her purse. Hold my purse, Dan. Whatever you say, my lady. I am pledged to you. He said that shit like they was fucking. Oh my God. He said that shit like they hitting it. They bumping Beskar's cod pieces or something. Like, get the fuck out of here. What did no one say? I'm on the last 20 minutes and I have not been able to finish. See? See? See, no one? See? You know like I know. No, like I know. The shit not that good. It's not. I can't see how that's supposed to be Dave's. That's supposed to be Dave's show, right? How did he let it go that far off? How did Mandalorian season 3 and Bad Batch end up being the worst shows? How? First season of Bad Batch was awesome. This season, they had no point. They just aimlessly wandering around throwing characters in there here and there. Aimless. Like, what am I watching? What is this shit? It don't have the will to stay for the money shot. Yeah, fuck this shit. I'm out. Yeah, whatever, man. Let me just get my pants up. Here's your tip. Let me go ahead and get out of here. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, no one. Yeah, I'm for this finale of Mandalorian, I'm just waiting to see what I see. That's it. I'm just waiting to see what I see. I have lowered expectations of it being good, of it being awesome. None of that. I'm just waiting to see what it is. In truth, I feel like going to sleep and watching it early in the morning because tomorrow is important and I need to be there early. But Aquateki got one-liners today, don't he? The aimless protagonist. Exactly. It's pointless as a bowling ball. Look, a fucking arrow with no point on it. Like, where's this going? Nowhere. Gonna hit the ground. Aimless protagonist. That shit is funny as hell. Shout out to Nameless. The unaimless protagonist. Oh my God. Yeah. So I'm just looking for it to be a show. What am I expecting? I'm expecting a fight. I expect somebody to be shooting something. I expect somebody to be swinging a dark saber. I expect somebody to get, kind of messed up and for it to be all shocking for next season. And all I keep hearing is all the cool stuff they got coming up for next season. I'm like, you trying to tell me that because you know this season sucked. And that's coming from John and Dave. Primarily John talking about the good stuff that's coming up next season. What season 4 is going to be. And to me, that means he knows this season sucked. And he's trying to keep the fan base on board to get to the cool stuff. Like Luke and Mara and Mace and these people showing up. He's trying to hold on. I know this sucked, but just hold on a little bit longer. It's darkest before the dawn. Okay, John, I fucks with you. But, man, bruh, what the hell? What in the absolute hell is going on? Dude, they is scuttling your whole ship. Because I'm telling you, if this finale is garbage, and garbage in comparison to the finale for season 2, dude, I'm going to feel like the Razor Crest when it got blew up. I really am. That's what it's going to feel like. It's going to feel like the Razor Crest got blew up all over again. Like, oh my God. Bad Batch was the pint of a pirate BW with bottom shelf clone bread. Oh my God. Don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it for me. Oh, don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it. Because I want some righteous indignation when I watch that shit if it's really bad. I want a legitimate reason to go the fuck balls deep into cussing that show out. I really do. I really do. Just to sum up my feeling for that whole season. But Mandalorian, I'm concerned. Excuse me, I am concerned. This freaking Taco Tuesday too. I am concerned, homie. I am really concerned. And really debating, do I need to stay up till midnight to watch that and then do a review and then go to sleep to try to wake up at 5 or 6? Like, I ain't been deserving it. The Bad Batch definitely wasn't deserving it. Fuck you. I was mad every time. That's why when I did that review that late at night, I was pissed off. I stayed up late for that bullshit. That's funny, King Varys. You need to copyright that, homie. Every time I use it, I will give you some credit. He said selling mad hopium. Yeah, they selling mad hopium. But see, this is the thing. This is the thing with John. He is trying to save this franchise because he is a fan. So when John comes out and tells you, hey, this is what's coming up, I'm writing this stuff. When you hear about deals being made with actors and stuff like that, that is John out there pressing the flesh, trying to get these people back on board with this franchise to save it. When you hear somebody like KK jumping up talking about what they doing, you know that ain't about shit. That is some of her bullshit that she wants to steer this car into. Bullshit. No, the fuck you ain't. No, you're not. We already know you ain't even supposed to be doing no more projects except for two. The Acolyte and Skeleton Crew. That's the only shit you're supposed to be working on. You ain't supposed to be announcing shit. Yo, gonads have been cut. Your ovaries have been, sizzled off. You ain't producing a damn thing. Not supposed to be. So I don't know if she's sitting out selling hopium, but it's a hell of a lot of wishful thinking going on because I'm still looking at her like, ain't you supposed to be gone?